Welcome to lecture 14, 8051 timer programming using embedded C. In this lecture, I am going to be discuss timer 0, mode 0. As all we know, 8051 consists of two 16-bit timer. The one is timer 0, another one is timer 1. Each timer can able to operate with four modes of operation: mode 0, mode 1, mode 2, mode 3. In other lecture series related to 8051 timer programming, they used in embedded C or else assembly language programming. They used or they focused only on mode 1 and mode 2. They not focused about mode 0 and mode 3, because mode 1 and mode 2 in majority of application they are using. The mode 3 and mode 3 very limited. Why? Because it is a 13-bit timer. There is a prescaler is there. For calculation it is a little bit what is that tough to configure or use this mode 0. That's why the many people don't prefer this mode 0. As well as mode 3 also, it is a 8-bit split timer board. The many people they are not use the mode 3 also. But in this lecture series I am going to be cover all the four modes related to timer 0 or related to timer 1, and also I will demonstrate with the help of Keil software. So this is a program, write an 8051C program to toggle only pin P1.5 continuously every 2.5 millisecond. Every 2.5 millisecond, my LED is going to be on. The next 2.5 millisecond off, the next 2.5 millisecond on, off, so on. So just you come over here, you can able to understand clearly. It is a 8051. It consists of four ports. The 4 into 8, it is totally 32 pin. In pin number P1.5, I connected one LED. So I write the program for the every 2.5 millisecond, this is going to be on. Next 2.5 millisecond, it is going to be off. Next 2.5 millisecond, it is going to be on, and so on. But the total time period we can usually take it as 5 millisecond, but I used to be calculate the delay for 2.5 millisecond. Okay, once I write there or calculate the delay for 2.5 millisecond, after that with the same time delay I complement it, this LED becomes off. Again complement, it is going to be high. Again the next complement, it is going to be low. So each 2.5 millisecond my LED is going to be blink. That is a program I written over here. Yes, we can see in more detail. This is as include REG51 is a header file. Because we are using tmod, TL0, TH0 register, it is available in the SFR in 8051. That's why it is mandatory we can use this as include REG51H. And S bit, it is a keyword or it is a data type. It's going to be access single bit in the SFR. P1 cap 5, it is assigned with my bit. So in place of P1 cap 5, I can able to use my bit. Some other name also you can use, that is your choice. And I define one user defined function for call the delay function. Here I am writing the main program, that is the complement of again my bit. Here you can keep the semicolon over here. Here I am using the void delay function. Here just you can write this is enough. Okay, close and open this. This is a program. Okay, void main, while of one, it is an infinite loop until you can switch on the microcontroller. This program is going to be run. My bit is equal to complement of 1. The next time the while is going to be execute, 1 become 0 and 0 become 1, so on. But for each complement it has to be execute delay function, because I told for if it is on, how much time it is going to be on, it is 2.5 millisecond. Once becomes this bit is on, that is P1.5 is on, it execute the delay function, that is over here. With the help of this delay function I can able to write the 2.5 millisecond exact delay. Again come back here, 1 becomes 0. After that it call this delay function, it will going to be off for 2.5 millisecond and so on. Now this part I hope you understand. As include S bit y means P1 cap 5, only one pin I am using. This is a keyword you have to be used for access this one pin. I assign with some name my bit, and void T0 M0. This is timer 0 mode 0. For easy understanding I kept T0 M0 the relay function name. Relay, this is a sub function. This function after this main program have to be write in the main program. Wherever you want to execute the delay function, just you can write T0 M0 delay off with the semicolon. Now come to the delay program. Why? Because this is very important. Here only I am going to be write the what is that program for 2.5 millisecond. Here T mode register TL not, TH not, TR not, while TF not, TR not. Just come over here, you can able to understand. In the last class we discussed everything. So I am using timer 0 mode 0. So mode 0 means you can make the mode 0 means M0 also 0, M1 also 0, so 0 0. C slash T bar, C slash T bar, suppose I want to make the timer and counter as a timer, I make C slash T bar equal to 0, then only it will perform the timer operation. That's why this is also 0. And one more thing, as a programmer you have to define gate is equal to 0. You no need to worry about this interrupt pin, that is it is a physical pin, that is over P3.3. you no need to worry about this one. Whatever it may be, gate is 0, this become 1, so output become 1, this become 0. This PR0 should be 1. As a programmer you have to be make it here. So get bit is equal to 0. So we are not using over here, that's why this is also you make it to 0. Now tmod register you have to be loaded with 00h. Now I configure the which mode tmod register I configured over here. So M0 M1 for timer 0 mode 0. C slash T 0 means I am using the timer operation. Get 0 means then only this timer and counter program is going to be enabled. And very another important the register, it is a tcount register. In the lower byte we are not going to be used anyway. So here TR0 or TR0 and TF0 it is related to the timer 0 programming. As a programmer you can make this TR0 bit as 1. Once it will get overflow, later on TF0 become 1. That is, it will reach the maximum value. That is, in this case, 1FF. Why means it is a 13-bit timer. So it is going to be the maximum count. It is 028192. 910. I calculated 8191. You can convert it in the hexadecimal. It is 1FFF. So this is the maximum delay. Once it will reach 1FFF, this is going to be overflow. The TF0 bit is going to be 1. Once this will happen for only for 2.5 millisecond only. The next I want to, for this complement again I want to delay 2.5 millisecond. Again as a programmer you can make TR0 is equal to 0 and TF0 is equal to 0. The next it begin with again TR0 you can make as a basically you can make run the timer. Okay, that is the programmer hand. So this is the tmod register I configured as 0 0. Now can able to go the program, you can able to understand very clearly. Here you see tmod it is 0x00, TR0 1. Once it will get overflow, again I make TF0 is equal to 0, TR0 is equal to 0. Now how to calculate the delay function for this 2.5 millisecond? How can I load this value? Have a doubt. So this is the thing. So you can carefully watch this one because it is a 13-bit timer. Here the lower in the TL0 I am using only the 5 bits. The 6th bit, 7th bit, 9th sorry 6, 7, 8 I am not going to be used. So we can call it as a prescaler. Okay, in the TH0 I am using all the bits. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bits I am using. TL0 I am using the 5 bits, 1 2 3 4 5, so 8 plus 5 it is 13 bit. So TL0 it is a 5 bit prescaler. I am not going to be use these 3 bits. Now I want to calculate the time delay. So 2.5 millisecond divided by 1.08592 microsecond, because the 1.08592 microsecond only that the register is going to be increment. That's why I divided the time delay by 1.08592 megahertz, because what is the oscillator frequency I am using here. Here I am the oscillator frequency, crystal oscillator frequency. I write simply OSC. It is 11.0592 megahertz. Okay, you have to be divided this 11.0592 megahertz divided by 12, you will get 921.56 kilohertz. You take a inverse of that, you will get the time of this much. That's why you can divide this 2.5 millisecond divided by this value, you will get 2304. So because of it is a 13-bit timer, you can subtract from 8191 minus 2304. Why this plus? Because of this 1f of 2, once it will reach the maximum, it goes to 00, so it will require one more the increment. That's why I'm adding this plus 1, so I will get 5888. So now how to load TL0 and TH0? Mode 1 and mode 2 is easy. You can directly convert this value into the hexadecimal. After that you can place in the TL0 and TH0. But in this 13-bit timer, we are using the 5-bit prescaler. You can carefully what is the value you have to be loaded in TL0 and TH0. So this is I converted into the hexadecimal. This is a decimal to hexadecimal. I make the weight 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, 2 power 4. This I am not going to be used. Why? Because it is 3-bit I am not using. So this bit I will consider as a 2.5. In TH0, usually it is 2 power 8. Because of not using this 3-bit, this I will consider as a 2.5, 2.6 and so on. So 2 power 12. So totally 13 bit. That's why it is 2 power 0 to 2 power 12. It is a 13-bit timer. So how we can? So I want 5888. I can give the weightage 2 power 8 256. I want output 5888. So according to that I distribute the weightage, and according to the values 2 power whatever the value is over here, I place over here. I will add all the things. Finally I will get 5888. So this is 5888. Now this pin is 1 0 1 1 0. So what it is 1 0 1 1, it is nothing but B. The next 1 0 0 0, it is 8. So with the help of TH0, I will load B8 in the TH0 register. So it is very important. But in case of TL0, we having only 5 bits. How we can load this value into TL0? So here all the bits are 0. So no need to. In here all the bits are 0. So no need to worry. For example, this lower byte, whatever the value you are getting, that you have to be upload over this lower byte of TL0. Because it is all 0, I make over here 0. This is also it is 0. For example, it is 1. So we can add the prior to that 0, you can add 3 0 1. So it become 1. So this is also 0. So I will take it as 0. I will make this as 1 lower byte. I place over here in TL0, it is 0. This 0. So the prior to this we can add 3 zeros. So 4 zeros. So in the hexadecimal I simply I make it as 0. If it is 1, prior to here you can add 3 0 1. So 1 0 you have to be loaded in TL0. But here all the bits are 0. In the TL0 I make 0 0. It is a B8. Why I place 1 1 1 1 over here? I want 588. I want. Okay, you convert this into the hexadecimal. 588. This you can what is that? With the help of the 2 power of values you have to be calculated, you get this value, you can add, have to be get 5888. Okay, that is very important. According to that you can distribute the weight over here, what is the value you are getting, according to that you can use the weight over here. So I added 4096 1024 512 256, totally I will get 588. Okay, so whichever the bit is 1, I just make a club. Upper byte it become B, the lower byte it become 8, this lower byte it becomes 0. Here it is a only one bit, it is 0. Prior to that you can add 3 more 0, because the TL0 is a 8-bit register. We are having only the 3 register. You can add 3 more zeros, it is a dummy zeros. You can this with this 0, so we get 0. Now I am going here T mod. I am using 00. It is a timer 0 mode 0. TL naught already I calculated. It is 00. TH naught I calculated B8. TR1 I already told, if you want to run the timer, you make TR1 is equal to 1. After that, while of TF naught. TF naught is nothing but what is that? Timer overflow equal to 0. If it is TF naught, I made the mistake over here. Once it will get reach the overflow, it becomes TF naught bit is equal to 1. So it will check TF naught is equal to 0. This loop has to be stay in the line only. Once it will reach TF naught equal to 1, it comes out of the loop, and TF naught, once it will set again, once it will set, it come out of the loop. Again you make TF naught as 0. Programmer has to do. Again TR naught is equal to 0. Programmer has to taking care of this one. That's I explained over here. The TR naught, this is the programmer has to be take care TR naught, and TF naught for set it automatically set. If it is a reset, if you want to make 0, you can as a programmer you have to be doing it. Okay, so this is a T mod register, all are 0 because I am using mode 0, timer 0. Here the gate I am using 0 pin, I am not using 1, so it is 0 0. So those values only I placed in the corresponding register I loaded. T mod register, TL naught 0 0, TH naught B8. To run the timer you make TR naught bit as 1. It will check whether this TF naught is going to be overflow or not, until your program has to be stay in this line. Once it will get overflow, it comes out of the loop. Again you make TF naught is equal to 0, TR naught is equal to 0. Okay, now once TR naught equal to 1, what is the value I loaded in TL naught and TH naught? B800. Why it is a lower byte? It is a higher byte. B800. Once the next the clock will come, what is that? B801. What is the difference between these two events based on this oscillator frequency? This you have to be divided by 12. What is the frequency you are getting? That you can take an inverse, you will get 1.08592 microsecond. That is the time delay between B8002, B801 and B802, B803 and so on. Because of this is a 13-bit register, what is the maximum value? 8191. You convert it into the hexadecimal, you will get 1FFF. Once it will reach, it will going to the next clock, it is going to be 000. So TF naught is equal to 1. So overflow occur. Once overflow occur, it comes out of the while loop. Again you make this TF naught as 0 and TR naught as 0 for the next the time delay operation. If you are not making this as a 00, your timer is not going to be run. So once it complete, you make 00, that is very important. Then only it come back to here, because of it is a while of 1. Again complement of the bit, again T naught M naught delay, again come over here, execute, again come to my bit, complement, delay, so on. So B800, B801, B8023 until 1FF. Once it will reach, it will goes to 00. So TF naught become 1. That's why I added 1 over here. This one is nothing but it will move from 1ff to 0000. So I have to be add plus 1 to move from 1ff to 00. That's why I added 1 over in the previous slide. Now I'm going for execute this program. You have to be carefully listen how this programmer is going to be, this program is going to be work, because it is very important. A lot of logic behind in this program. Control C. I am just pasting. Yeah, fine. I'm going to be save. I'm going to be error, zero warnings, and build, rebuild. Before that, just you have to be ensured that what is the crystal oscillator frequency. If it is 24 megahertz, your the delay in the output will what is that, get wrong. Okay, your LED is not going to be switch on for 2.5 milliseconds, switch off to not 2.5 milliseconds, not it happen, not going to be happen. That's why you make a crystal oscillator had been so 11.0592 megahertz. So this is the frequency we are using. Next I am going for the debug option. Now you have to be carefully, can watch here the peripherals. I am going the timer 0. You can ask, sir, you are configuring T mod is equal to 00. How you are telling timer 0 or timer 1? The timer 0 also, timer 1 also you configured now. Why? Because you are making all lower bits are 0. All lower bits are 0. This is also 0. How we can tell it is timer 0 or timer 1? You have a doubt. If you make like this, the timer 0 is going to be work. That I will show you. Okay, it will. Okay, the earlier program it is run. So okay, fine. In the gate, I give what it is 0. As a programmer, you make this gate at a 0. So gate bit is always 0 only, and this is TF naught. Once it will get overflow, this bit is going to be enabled. Okay, this is a T naught pin. Okay, it is a physical pin. You don't need to worry about this. I am going to be plot the graph for this one, or else you can connect the LED. You can able to get. So this is a logic analyzer. This is a logic analyzer. You go for logic analyzer. Here you go for setup. Here you having this icon. What is the pin we are connecting? P 1.5. Just click OK and give close. Okay, now let's get ready. Now I'm going for run the program. Okay, so here you can make 0, 0 to 1. 0, 0 to 1. Yeah, fine. My output is coming. For I going to be stopped to get the exact time delay. So you can use this signal information. You click this one cursor, you can click this one, you will get this cursor. So you make where you want, yeah, here until here. Okay, you can carefully watch. Here you are getting signal information, and only it will get, yeah, the output you see in the delta, it is showing 2.51736 1 millisecond. In the last mouse POS reference point delta, you will see 2.5 millisecond exactly we obtain. So the total time period it is how much you get 5. You can see the delta, it is showing 5.036892 milliseconds. So with help of this timer we can able to get the exact time delay. So here already we are not going to use the timer 1. Here you see this is an example. If you configure like that, only the timer it is a 13-bit timer mode also selected. So whatever the value you loaded over here in the TL0 TH0, it will go keep on, it is what is that running. Why it not TF0 is going to be high? Because it is going very fast in the millisecond execution, it is going to be happen. That's why even though if it is on off, we can't able to observe. Now I want to show the one more thing. Suppose I make this gate bit as 1. If I make this gate bit as 1, you must use this INT pin should be 1. Why? Because this is 1, this become 0. So you make INT not pin. This pin you must make it to high. To make it to high. Clock it is high to low. It is high. This is going to be enabled here 1. So OR gate 0, OR gate 1 1. So output you will get 1 over here. So it is going to be closed. It is going to be counting operation. Now I am going to be again. I will save, compile and run. I am going for this operation. For example, gate bit I make it as 1. For example, I am not using IN not pin. I disable this one for understanding. I am going to run the program. This is 1. Gate bit is I make 1, but INT not is what it is. It is what it is 0. So you are not getting any output over here. So if gate bit is 1, you definitely you make INT T not pin as high. Okay, so now you are going to be get this output in the graph. You will get 5 millisecond. What is the time period you can uptime? Okay, that is the use of this the gate pin. But usually you will not make this gate pin as 1. Here I have not added over here. Okay, what it is 80. What is that 0? How to configure here? This is 1 means 0 8. Yeah, 0 8 I have to be used. I made a mistake. Earlier I just explained you, but I am not editing the code. Now you can see the difference. It won't run. Okay, everything it is same. Here I am not using INT not, but as a programmer you see gate. Why? Because you mention over here 0 8. This is, but INT not I am not make it high, so the output you won't get. Suppose you are giving the INT not as 1, then only it is going to be high. Okay, so this won't going to be turn off by your as the external person, because already we programmed what it is. T mod is equal to 0 8. We configured already. We configured already as 1. 0 8 we already configured. So as a programmer we can't able to what is that edit this one. So 1 and INT not should be 1. Then only the output will be come across the P1.5. If it is 0, it won't come. Okay, that is the impact of INT not and gate pin. Okay, thanks for watching. The next video I will catch up with timer 0 mode 1 operation. Thank you.